Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Raffi and Bee. Today I'm going to show you how to finger knit. Now usually I finger knit with 4 fingers, but I tried that yesterday and the knit came out massive. So I'm going to have a go at finger knitting with 3 fingers instead and see how that comes out. So I've got some t-shirt yarn here that I'm going to use. It's in a nice green colour. So I'm going to put my yarn to the side of me. So I'm going to start off with about 15 inches or so of yarn spare at the end. So there's 15. I might go a little bit longer actually. Okay. Let's put this on the floor. All right, so let's just see how this comes out. So, as I said, let's do it over 3 fingers. So you put your tail over your palm and you bring it around the back of your first finger, around the middle, around the front of your middle, and then around the back of your ring finger. And then come around the front, around the back, and around the front. And you've got to go round again because obviously you've got to have 2 loops on each one, okay? So I'm around the back here, and I'm going to go around the back of the middle. Now I'm on the ring, and I'm going to go around the front, around the back, to the front, and I'm just going to come round at the front like that. And then all you do is you take each bottom loop over the top loop, and then just tug it a bit tighter. Now it's not going to show very much at the minute, but I'm going to keep doing that and I'll show you how it starts to look. Okay, so there's a few ways that you can carry on doing this, but the easy way that I found, if you're a beginner, is you take your working yarn, bring it round the back of your fingers and then round the front, and then take it up and over again and pull tight. And then do the same again, round the front. So I'll show that again, around the front, and then up and over the first one. It can be quite hard if your yarn's not very stretchy. And pull tight. Again, you can sort of see a little bit coming together there. But I'll do a little bit more so you can then see. So around the front, up and over, up and over, up and over. And you literally just keep doing this all the way until you get the length that you want, okay? And you keep tugging on the tail and then it will start to come through really, really nicely. So again, round, up and over, up and over, up and over. Now I want about 16 inches for mine because it can become a necklace, like an adjustable one. Keep tugging and it will start to look quite nice. It just does a bit depend on the type of yarn that you're using. There you go. So some yarn is obviously a lot thicker than others, but it just all adds, you know, to the nice way it looks. So that's actually looking really nice. You can see my knitting coming through there. I'm going to do a bit more and I'll show you what it looks like and how to cast off. There's a few different ways of casting off and some people prefer different ways and that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to go round the back, up and over, up and over, up and over. Keep pulling tight. The cool thing about doing this is, you know, it's not going to look like it's just come off a machine. You know, they're handcrafted, and I love making all of these, and I love talking about them. You know, so if you're one of these people that like sort of finished products, then these obviously, like, you know, hand beautifully made products. So, you know, these might not be what you're looking for, but they're really good for gifts, for yourself, You know, you can make them so you can make a really super long one and make it into little skinny scarves. I've made quite a few like that, and they've been, you know, and they come out really, really nicely, just depending, again, as I said, on the type of yarn that you use. Right, let's just measure that. So from my finger. Okay, so I'm on 10 inches. So I want to go to about 16, I reckon, onto this one. So I'm going to go a little bit longer. I'll do a little bit more. Something between 14 and 16 is quite good. I have made around sort of 13 inches, and they're okay, as they're fine as well. It depends on how much of your neck you want to cover. I'll just do a few more. There you go. You've got to try really hard to keep the loops on your fingers as well, because otherwise it just all will come unravelled, and you don't want that. Okay, let's measure again. Okay, so this is my hand end here, so I'm going to go from there. It's a bit approximate going on, but so I'm on about 13 now, so I'm getting close to where I want to be. So I'll do a few more, maybe do 3 more. So that's 1 and over, second one up and over, and then I'll do another one here, up and over. Measure again. It's up to you how long you want them to be. You know, like I say, I think 16 is quite a nice length for what I use them for. And you can stretch it out a little bit as well. Okay, so I'm on, what am I on now? So I'm on, it's about 15 and a half. Okay, so I'll go one more and then I will stop. So there, up and over, up and over, up and over. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to show you how to bind off. Like I say, there are a few ways you can bind off. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut a length of your yarn. Okay, so I'd probably leave a couple of foot for this. So I'm going to leave quite a lot. Okay, so now I've got all these loose or live stitches. There's a few things that you can do. You can either take off your last stitch, put it onto your middle finger, and then loop it over. What I prefer to do though is I like to take the yarn through each stitch, and I know that I've definitely caught it. So I'm literally going to put the yarn at the back, put it through the middle finger, loop, pull it through, and then take that one off. And I know now that that is secured. Same again with my ring finger, pull it through and take it off. And you can sort of pull on it tightly as well. And then you've got one more here. This is still loose. And I'm actually going to put this through this loop and then pull it tight. There we go. And then pull the other end tight as well, the other end that you cast on with. Make sure it's all nice and secured. It's not going to come out. If you want, you could put another little knot in there with a little needle, just to make sure it's not going to come off. So I could, maybe I will actually, knot it again. It's up to you, you don't have to, just to make sure that it's nice and secure through there. And then I might even come through one more, just to make doubly sure. You could even put like a little bead or something on the end. There we go. It's really entirely up to you. There again, that's good. Okay, and there it is, and that's literally taken me, let's have a look, 9 minutes to go through that with you. And I think that looks really, really lovely. What I'll do is I'll put it on my my little bust that I've got, and I'll show you how it looks. And then all you can do at the end is have a look at your 2 strands that you've got at the ends. There they are. One's a little bit longer than the other. That doesn't matter though. And then what you can do is you could just literally do a little knot, depending on how long you want to have the tying bit on there for. So I'm going to go here, tie a knot in it, make that nice and tight again. If you want to do a second knot, you could do a second knot. Doesn't really matter, but you can. Mine's quite a thin wool, so I probably will. There we go. So that's done. Cut the end off here. And then do the same with the other length. So it's the same length on each. So coming across. Let's try and measure it as neat as I can. Okay, here we go. So we're here. So there's my knot. So I'm going to make another one around here. This one's a bit longer. Okay, let's just measure again. If it's not quite right, you can make the knots, you know, the right where you want them to be. Let's have a look. I don't think... Actually, I'm pretty close there. That's not bad at all. So I'll do one more and then cut this end off as well. Again, making sure it's nice and tight. And then cut this end. Let's do like this. And then there you have it. So there's my two knotted ends there. And then I've got threads there. So they are quite long, so you might want to make yours smaller. But that is how you use 3 fingers to create a piece of finger knitting. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon for some more. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.